We're putting this presentation on today with the help from NECA, the National Electrical Contractors Association, IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Inland Empire Burn Institute, and Southern California Edison. I'll tell you who I am, C.J. Hamilton. I've been in the electrical trade for 40 years. I retired 2 years ago, got bored to death. They asked me if I'd come back and train the class. I was all in. I started realizing because I've been arc flash, arc blast. I've had the skin removed from my fingernails to my elbow. I've been blown out windows, blown out doors. I've been stitched up. I rode in ambulances. I've been in the hospital. After 40 years of being in the trade, stuff happens. Okay, I've been hit with 480 volts twice. I know I should have learned the first time right, but you know, but there's a lot of stuff that happens. So I think that's one of the reasons why they had me train the class, because you know, hey, no, I couldn't tell you what a drug addict feels like. Can't tell you what an alcoholic feels like, because I've never been either one. But I can tell you what it feels like to get hit with 480 volts. It hurts. Okay, why electrical training? Okay, we care about your safety. We want to provide a safe working environment. And we feel that the fire department should ensure that all firefighters are trained in electrical hazards. There's over 100 firefighters a year who are injured by electrical current, okay? I always ask guys, how many is too many? One's too many. When I come back next year and this says that there's only 99 firefighters that's been injured a year, then I've done my job. We're going to teach on three things. Down power lines is one of the main ones, and arc flash and arc blast. Those are the two main things that we're going to speak on. This is what an arc flash blast looks like. If it goes to the ground, it's going to heat up at 35,000 degrees. It's going to turn to vapor. You're going to have molten metal going places. You got pressure waves, sound waves, shrapnel, and intense light. Okay, shrapnel is going to be moving at the speed of 700 miles an hour. Burns at the hotter than the surface of the sun. It's capable of exploding with the power of 8 sticks of dynamite. It kills 2 workers a day in and day out, year in and year out, okay? That's 730 workers a year that's going to die from arc flash and arc blast. Here's a penny, okay? It's going to turn this penny to vapor if it arc flashes, arc blasts at 35,000 degrees. That means that this penny is going to grow 67,000 times its size when it vaporizes, which means this penny is going to go from the size of a penny to the size of a Volkswagen at the speed of light.
I was working as an acting captain that day. My fireman was brought into my station that morning as a personnel switch. So we actually weren't supposed to work together that day. He had cut the fence. We saw the logs down. I chose the one I thought was going to be the easier of the two to move. About 10 foot long, about a foot in diameter. Stood at the end of it, bent down, picked it up, took one step, and stepped on what we realized later was the source of the cause of the fire, which was a down power line. The wire that I actually laid down is this actual wire itself. This was actually the wire that was cut from the line that I fell down on. It's not much bigger than a coat hanger. And you can imagine something like this laying in the black of a brush fire or on the asphalt of a street. It's very difficult to see, very easy to be camouflaged. But to realize that this is normally a 12,000 volt line, because it was down and broken, I received 7,400 volts. You know, it really brings home how valuable every day is. You know, every day is a gift. You know, don't waste any moment of any day. Don't put things off. You don't know when the next time you go on duty and you kiss your wife and your kids goodbye, if it's going to be the last time. So cherish every moment you have with them. Because when you go, the only things you really get to take with you, like the saying says, is you can't take it with you. The only thing you get to take with you is the memories of time spent with family and friends. So enjoy it.
We're putting this little DVD together so that you guys can see what it is that we do in our classes. The main things that we do in this class is arc flash, arc blast, and down power lines, okay? These are things that the main things that we feel that firefighters need to be trained in, or first responders, firefighters, paramedics, and police officers. And it's amazing how many of these first responders don't know about that. And that's some of the stuff that we train in the class. We try to hit everything we can. It's a 70E class, an 8-hour class that we've cut down to 3 hours. So we hit all the highlights. We give them all the minimums that they need of distances to stay away and stay out of trouble. Well, if you liked what you've seen so far and you'd like to get a class set up with us, you can contact us. You can contact us through the National Electrical Contractors Association through Riverside, San Bernardino, or you can get a hold of us through the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, through Riverside, San Bernardino. That'd be local 440 and 477. I'm looking forward to getting a call from you so we can get some classes together for your first responders so we can keep them safe and get them aware of what electrical energy can do. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to the class.